You know, more than 10 years ago, 6 teachers came together to form the Joshua School. Their hope was to serve students with autism spectrum disorder and other developmental disabilities. Now, it's been named a model autism site by the Colorado Department of Education. Ed Nichols and Megan Coatley join us now with more. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Pleasure to be here.
So, Ed, tell me a little bit more about the Joshua School. I know it's near and dear to your heart.
It is, and you mentioned that we serve children with autism spectrum disorder or other developmental disabilities through 3 locations. We serve children from 2.5 to 21 years old. We have a location in Centennial that serves children that's for early intervention, 2.5 to 6 years old, and then the 2 locations in Denver and Boulder serve school age and what we call transition students. They're age 18 to 21. So we cover the entire spectrum of youth.
That's wonderful. Tell me a little bit more about the student-faculty ratio.
That's one of the things that really sets the Joshua School apart, because every student has a faculty representative with them. It's a 1-to-1 student-faculty ratio. And as such, every student then has an individualized education that's tailored to what they do. Megan and the others who are in the classrooms and run the actual education facilities are looking at each student individually.
What's your approach? I understand it's unique.
Yeah, so our approach is applied behavior analysis is the foundation of everything that we do, and so that is the science behind behavior change. And so what we're doing is looking at children, working with them individually to figure out what behaviors need to change, whether that's skill acquisition, so learning life skills or academic skills, or whether that's challenging behavior and reducing some of those challenging behaviors and providing functional alternatives. And so we have that as the foundation of everything that we do at the Joshua School.
And is that why there's such a need and it's so important to have a separate school for children with autism?
You know, many students can thrive in general education, and districts often provide several tiers of programming for students so they can get additional supports in their home schools. We are a separate facility, and there are separate facilities for students who just aren't making the type of progress that they could be if they were in a separate facility. So that's where we come in.
Understood. And Ed, I have to say congratulations. I understand the Joshua School recently got a special designation from the Colorado Department of Education.
Well, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, we are a facility school for the Department of Education, and they have what they call the Model Autism Site Award. And there's only 8 in the state of Colorado. 6 of them are in public schools, and now 2 are private schools, and that's the Joshua School site in Boulder and Denver. And I appreciate your bringing that up.
Yes.
We just released a news release about it. You're the first organization to talk to us about it.
Hey, well, fantastic. We got a scoop here. If you'd like to find out more about the Joshua School, again, like we mentioned, there are 3 locations in the Denver metro area. Call 303-758-7171. The number again, 303-758-7171. You can go to their website also, which is joshuaschool.org. Now, Miss Megan, tell me more about the services that you offer for children with autism and then also families.
Sure. So I spoke to Applied Behavior Analysis. So each of our campuses has a board-certified behavior analyst, at least one, if not more, on staff. So we're providing those behavioral services. We also have speech and language pathology at each of our campuses. We have occupational therapy. We do tons of community outings. So community-based instruction is a big part of what we do.
Nice.
And then we also have parent training, and we collaborate a lot with family members on what their needs are and how to build the highest quality of life for the student and for their family.
How do students become students at Joshua School?
Sure. So the process for our Boulder and Englewood sites for our school age program and for our transition program is that generally students are referred by their district. So again, if they're not making progress or if they need some more supports, districts can refer to us. So we partner with several districts in both Boulder and Denver areas. And then for our early intervention program, insurance pays for that funding for that program.
Good.
And so parents can connect with us privately, or they can connect with us through their pediatrician or through their community center board to get more information about the early intervention program.
How much does it cost to enroll a student?
The cost depends on whether it's early intervention or whether it's the school age and transition. School age and transition portions of that are covered by the school district that places the student there. For early intervention, we have, as Megan just mentioned, students whose fees are paid by their insurance companies. Over and above that, however, we have a fundraising requirement for all of our administrative and overhead. So there's a combination of both
Good.
tuition
And we have like
fundraising.
20 seconds left, so I do want to mention that they can help out on Colorado Gives Day.
Absolutely. Colorado Gives Day is one of the methods. You can go on to coloradogivesday.org and look for the Joshua School, or you can go to the joshuaschool.org site directly.
Wonderful. Thank you for giving us a sneak peek and coming on the show and helping so many kids. And
Thank
again,
you for having us.
congratulations on that designation. That's wonderful. The Joshua School has 3 locations in the Denver metro area. There are 2 school age and transitional campuses in Denver, along with an early intervention and preschool campus in Centennial. If you'd like more information, go ahead and give them a call, 303-758-7171. You can also send them an email to info@joshuaschool.org. And don't forget, Colorado Gives Day is December 5th. And yes, you can support the Joshua School by going to their website at joshuaschool.org or on Colorado Gives Day at coloradogives.org, and by searching for the Joshua School.